Welcome to the Business Happy Hour radio show with your host, Frank the Bank Cotto, the owner of Lincoln Lending Group right here in Tampa Bay for 23 years. Joined by his incredible co-host, Senia Akishina, realtor with Mahara and Associates, Tampa's top real estate company. Together, they have helped finance and close nearly $1 billion of real estate every year. If you're looking for local mortgage or real estate advice, the Business Happy Hour team has been right here on News Radio WFLA for over a decade. Listen right here or find us on the Business Happy Hour YouTube channel or follow us on Instagram at Frank the Bank Cotto. Now sit back, relax, and get ready for some serious mortgage, real estate, and business talk with two of Tampa's top experts. Here's Frank the Bank and Senia.
Hey, Tampa Bay. Welcome back to the Business Happy Hour, your number one show for all things business and entrepreneurial. Sorry, going crazy in here today. Senia and I, they've got all kinds of music playing in the studio. It's coming through speakers. We've never seen it before. Woo! I hope you guys are having a great Tuesday. It is a wonderful one out there. A little hot, Sen. Are you sweating today?
Oh, man. Yes. I'm not ready for summer.
God, where did it come from? Did it blow in this weekend or something?
I mean, it's Florida. I guess it's around that time.
Oh, man. You know what? Here's the thing. You know how in the afternoons, we always have the thunderstorms,
Yes.
right? At least that hasn't started yet. You notice, we're not really getting any storms in the afternoon.
Yeah, but didn't we have one last week?
We did. I guess we had one storm.
And I feel like when we did have one, it cooled things down just enough, but it doesn't last. So.
Just a little bit. I just know, walking into the studio today, I was sweating, and I'm like, oh, God. I was like, this is
It's
terrible.
that time for us.
It just is that time. So, hey, guys, summer's upon us. Senia and I both have kids in school. When do your kids get out of school?
Oh, my gosh, soon.
I know, right?
It's right around the corner. Yeah, I mean, before the end of May.
It's May. It's May right now. Can you believe it? What in the heck? So we're at, let's see, we're May 12th, Tuesday. You guys might be listening to the show on the 15th or the 16th if you're listening on the weekends. By the way, if you are, I want you to stop what you're doing right now, and I want you to go to Instagram or Facebook, and I want you to follow us. Follow Frank the Bank Cotto on Instagram. I think it's just Frank Cotto the Third on Facebook. Senia, what's your Instagram and Facebook stuff?
It's a realtor son on Instagram. I don't even know what it is on Facebook.
She's too young
Probably
to have
the same.
Facebook. Is that what it is? Are you too young for Facebook? Am I old?
I know I might be too old. You know.
Oh, my God.
It's just kind of.
If you're too old, then what does that make me?
I used to be a big Facebook user, not anymore.
Right?
Instagram's just easier for me to scroll, and I can only do one.
Now, let me ask you this. Are you on Snapchat? Be honest.
No.
Okay, I'm not. So
I know my daughter is. I'm like,
right.
I don't know if I like that,
too?
but-
We're wait, we're not allowed. Are we not allowed to have Snapchat? Do they have regulations on that?
Well, I don't think we're cool enough because I know, my daughter and her dad, they have this thing, and she always tells me about their streak, and
Well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
She's got a streak with Dad?
Yep.
You know what a streak is, right?
I do, yeah. And I'm like, you know what? It's all modeled just to suck you in. So you have to get on there every day and maintain your streak. It's not my thing.
No, it's not my thing. And that seems stressful to me, if you ask me, that I have to, I don't know, the streak thing. It's I think a streak is when you watch the Super Bowl and the dude runs across the field naked. My son's like, oh, yeah, we got this streak. And I'm just like, a freaking what? What are you talking about? You have a streak? I don't even know. So the whole Facebook and Instagram thing, I think there's demographics for it. I think older people did the Facebook thing, and then Instagram came out and they weren't cool enough for Instagram, so they stuck on the Facebook. But then the Snapchat thing comes out. I said something to my son the other day. I'm like, oh, I text you this meme. It was hilarious. Did you show it to your friends? He goes, I didn't even see it. I'm like, what do you mean? I texted it to you. They're not texting. Do you realize that? They're snapping.
They're snapping. And you know what? I really don't know that they're Facebooking all that much.
Are they not?
I think they're the ones that maybe made it less cool with all the other stuff they have.
I think you're right. I don't think they're Facebooking. Well, matter of fact, I know they're not. My son makes fun of me. He's like, Facebook? What is that? But what blows my mind is they're not using friggin' text messages. They're not using iMessage. Do your kids? I mean, when they talk to us, probably only, right?
Probably.
Yeah,
I think
friends.
with all of our friends,
Yeah.
I don't think it's any more of just the text feed. It's probably all within Snapchat.
Now, parents, listen to this. Sen and I, by the way, we don't rehearse. We just get in and we have fun. We walk right in the studio. I was on a call until I literally started the show, and I didn't even get to talk to Sen. But Sen and parents, what's up with this thing where the kids take the side of their face picture? Have you seen this? Where they don't look at the camera and they snap themselves and they're like, over here to the side. It's like side profiles and like up and down, like just a portion of their face.
I'm going to have to ask Stella. I mean, I know she does all kinds of, I don't look through.
Go look through
pictures,
her
but
snaps.
I see her doing.
Yeah, you see it doing it. And like, I'll be going to school. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like, you're not even in the picture. And they're just like, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I don't know. I never thought that I'd be like that parent that like, that doesn't know how to use the VCR, right? And I think I'm that person. Right? Do you have random question? Do you have a VCR in your house?
You know what? Maybe somewhere stashed away in the garage.
Yeah.
But I'm very familiar with VCRs. I mean, I had cassette tapes.
Be Kind,
growing
Rewind.
Up and
right?
yeah.
So now wait a minute. Did you only have them because that's all Russia had? Is that
you got me there?
I knew
yes,
it.
My exposure to CDs was in the States. So,
was it really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. I was totally joking, but see, that was for real what she just said. So I bring it up because my wife this weekend. It was Mother's Day, Oh, happy Mother's Day.
Yes, thank you. And you know what? I felt bad because we all, we did Cinco de Mayo because we record on Tuesdays. And I'm like, I can't believe we didn't even mention Mother's Day. I was beating myself up over it on Sunday because that's when,
Our show has been on Sunday for 12 years.
Yep.
And we didn't say. So we're sorry, mothers. It's a belated Mother's Day from Sen.
Yes.
And Frank. Belated Mother's Day. Sorry about that. So my wife has this idea. She's like, we're going to watch old home videos. And she pulls out a VCR tape. She's like, all right, honey, put in the VCR. And I have this VCR that I've had since college. I'm not even kidding you.
Oh, you still have one?
Oh,
use it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a nice one. It was like a forehead VCR, whatever the heck that means, right? And it's been on, like a lot of people, you have the shelf that has all your electronics, like your stuff. Everybody has one in their family room. Well, I have the one in the VCRs on the bottom, right? So I'm like, oh, I'll just put it in there. Of course, I never hooked it up. I've been in the house for 15 years. It's just sitting on the shelf, not even powered, nothing on it. So I'm like, yeah, we're not watching a VCR. Well, guess what a VCR doesn't have? HDMI hookups. Yeah, none of that. No USB, no HDMI, no C. So it's the old, those three, the yellow, the red, and the white. Video and audio. Old school. Yeah, anyway. So long story short, guess what we didn't do?
You didn't do it?
We didn't do it. Because I didn't even have a TV I could hook it into. So it would I think I could have figured it out, right? It became a pretty big hassle. And Sen, my house is listed for sale. Don't kill me.
I know it is. I know.
I know.
So actually, no, bringing that up,
Okay.
I'm like, all right, I got to go look at those pictures, find that VCR in there that apparently isn't even hooked up and doesn't work.
Hey, it conveys.
It conveys. There you go. But no, have your kids be responsible for this. Give them all the tapes and go have them digitized.
I've heard about this.
Yes. So
I've heard about this service.
that way you can throw away the VCR, let it convey with the house.
They've got them where you can mail them, but we're scared. Like, you're scared.
Yeah.
Like, you mail away your life's memories, and what if it doesn't come back?
I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't know if
Right?
I'd mail them away.
So, yeah. So, anyway, I think there's probably local companies you can do to do that. But so what did you think about the pictures? Did you like the pictures of the house? How did it come
Beautiful
out?
pictures.
Yeah. I thought it showed well in the pictures.
Yes. Why?
Yes.
It doesn't look that good? Is it one of those people walk in? It's like, is this the same house?
I don't want anybody to hear that. I hope we're not saying that on the air. No, I'm kidding. No, it does. It shows very well. Believe it or not, my house has never been cleaner and more renovated and more done, and it's just annoying. For you sellers out there, like, and I'm sure Cynthia gives advice, to her clients, like, hey, fix this up, do this, paint this. Dude, we painted the whole house inside and out. I should have done that 5 years ago.
You know what? This is what all the sellers do. And a common feedback I get when, we list it, oh my gosh, I think I want to buy my house again.
That's exactly what I'm saying, right? But I can't, according to my wife. I'm not. She
How's
said,
it going, by the way? I mean, it's brand new.
yeah. So Billy had an open house on Saturday. Might do one this weekend. I'm not sure, but it was unbelievable. He's had his best open house he's seen.
Oh.
We had almost 20 groups come through in the couple hours in the open house. Already received an offer. Didn't like it. I'll be honest. And maybe Sen, you and I talk about real estate on the radio every week. Now I'm a consumer. Right now, my mentality changes, so I'm breaking the rules that I talk about sometimes. But I'll be honest, I feel you guys as sellers, and we'll talk about that today. We'll get a little advice from Sen about sellers. We'll talk about some mortgage programs and things like that because it's just Sen and I today. We're having fun. But I don't have a mortgage on the home, Sen. And that just makes me different. It makes me not desperate. Right. And, if it's only costing you XYZ to keep the house right now. Now, granted, I do want to sell it. Don't get me wrong. But not having a mortgage, I can be a little picky. So I'll be honest. I'm looking for a full price offer. And I don't think, and I don't want to get your advice. Maybe you give it to me next week. She's like, no, I'm not giving it to you. I'm just curious. I don't think there's anything else even remotely close listed. And I know I'm being a seller and I'm being like, oh, it's my house. But I don't think there's nothing on the market that you're getting the size fenced lot, that you're getting all the amenities, the light up bar, the wine cooler, the fire pit area, the pool, like generator, all that stuff. Hurricane windows, new roof. So I guess I'll just make this an advertisement before we go out of the segment. But it is in Odessa. You've got a little over 3/4 of an acre fully fenced with white PV fence, painted inside and out. 46 hurricane windows. Do the math on that. 46, maybe 47 hurricane windows. Brand new roof. You name it. Awesome bar that fits a full size 10-foot professional table in it. A pool table. Light up quartz bar. Reverse osmosis system, 3 AC units, a race car garage, I gotta get some
noticed that, yeah.
Did you like that garage? Like for all the men, It's funny because all the showings, I saw all the men staying in the garage, and it's like, oh yeah, of course, that's where they're gonna be. And everybody was like, you taking it with you? I was like, if I could, sadly I have to leave it for you. But anyway, it fits a lift in it, all kinds of stuff. So if you are interested, you can call Sen.
Sure, yeah, call me. 813-755-REAL.
That's it, 755-REAL, and she'll show you my house. And, of course, you guys know my number, 765-1239. You can text me, but we're going to get you in front of a real estate agent like Sen to come show the house because Frankie ain't showing the house. I'm not a real estate agent. Anyway, house is 15306 Lake Marine Drive, Odessa. We'll see you guys back on the Business Happy Hour in just a minute. I don't know. That's legal for me to do, I think, right?
Sure.
I think so.
Why not?
I'm the owner.
Yeah, exactly.
But we'll take a break here. We'll be right back Instagram. But I'm totally that seller now.
Listen, and that's okay. But yeah, as real estate agents, that's why we always say, hey, when you're selling your own house, you got to get another agent to do it for you because we all have that. Just this
is the best
kind of, and you get the emotional ties. So you really need, an agent. Even if you're an agent yourself to help sell the house.
I am emotionally tied.
Yeah, but listen, I think you priced it well.
Okay.
I think that was a smart move. So the fact that you had, that good of a turnout for an open house.
It was spectacular.
Yeah.
And I think we're expecting a couple more offers this week.
You can absolutely
just sit and get the right offer.
It's still really new.
Right.
If you're getting into 2 weeks and you already had a good response and you're just being very.
Right. Right. Well, I'm going to ask you when we get back about days on market. We'll talk about that a little bit. And you know the area. We're set for you, James.
All the best mortgage or real estate advice from Tampa Bay's top experts. It's the Business Happy Hour with Frank the Bank Cotto and Senia Akishina.
Oh, man. I tell you what, every time I look at the date, I just get stressed out. Summer is here. I don't know if I should be stressed or not, but we've talked about this before on our shows. We've been doing the show now together over 2 years, right? Yeah. And we always kind of joke, it's like summer. Like you look forward to summer, but that's when the kids are home and their schedule is gone, right, Sen? It's like, what do you do?
Yes.
Every day you wake up and they're there.
Well, lucky for me, I still have one that's 4.
Right.
So that daycare for me is kind of year round. There's no such thing as summer break. We'll pick out, a week or 2 for vacation. Other than that, little guy's going to daycare.
You hear that, little guy? Are you listening? No, we do want you guys, again, like and share, and please watch the show and listen to the show. We want you to follow Sen on Instagram, Realtor Sen, KSEN. Frank the Bank Cotto. Want you guys to chime in every week. And most importantly, there's something Sen and I just don't do. You know what it is, Sen?
What's that?
Ask for business. Right? Guys, we love doing the radio. We love bringing you exciting stuff every week, but we are business owners. We need help. All right? We are not Donald Trump living in the gold tower, okay? We still have families. She's got daycare expenses. I got this house now that I got to fix up and stuff. Guys, please call us. We're asking for your help. We're asking that we can help you. You can reach Sen at
813-755-REAL.
755-REAL. Very, very easy. And mine is 765-1239. 765-1239. It's all over social media. But please find us and reach out to us and shoot us a referral. Help us out. As you know, we know what we're talking about. We've only been doing it collectively for like 60 years, something like that. She's way older than me, by the way. Anyway, so we love doing this, but we do ask you guys to think about us when you guys are doing any real estate. I just met one of our listeners, Sen, at Advent Health Center Ice. My son had a hockey tournament this last weekend. I'm standing outside, and I had one of our MILF shirts on, one of our Lincoln Lending what was it? Mortgages I Love to Fund, right? That's what it stands for, on Mother's Day. And this guy comes up, and he's like, "You're Frank from the Business Happy Hour, aren't you?" I'm like, "I am." I'm like, "How'd you know that?" He goes, "Well, I saw your shirt, and I heard your voice, and, I figured it was you and your partner. Tell her she's awesome, blah, blah, blah." They listen every single week. Matter of fact, he called me about some reverse mortgage business that he's going to get back in touch with us. So remember, Sin sells real estate. Right? She will find you a house. She will take you to see my house, 15306 Lake Marine Drive. Don't try to break in. But anyway, come check out my house in Odessa, but call Send to show it to you, 855-REAL. And I do mortgages, not just reverse mortgages. I do all mortgages. So if you're in the market to do anything, buy, refinance, equity line, private money, you just need some advice, reach out. That is literally what we're here for, guys. And please like and share the show. So going back to my commercial real quick, and then we're going to get into some real estate stats, and I'm going to ask a real realtor over here about days on market and what she's seeing. And I'm playing seller today. Right. So I'm like not even in the mortgage business when I talk about my house. But guys, it is in Odessa. It is a corner lot. It is fenced. It is for sale for $999,999,999. Right? Not a million.
Don't put the extra nines in there.
No, I threw them in there. You're right. It's not $9 million, right? It's $999,000. I don't think there's anything else out there. Of course, I'm Mr. Seller, but you have tons of amenities. Go check it out online. It just got listed on Friday. But if you want to see it, reach out to Sen. She'll take you and show you. Matter of fact, her and Ray just sold the house 2 doors down from my house. Beautiful house as well. It's a great neighborhood. No sidewalks. What do you call that? You run it. You don't see that really very much anymore. Like estate neighborhoods.
There's just because you guys, there's no HOA, right?
No HOA. That's a great point.
That's yeah.
No HOA.
Nothing wrong with that. You got that big yard.
Yeah.
Which I love yards. So
yes.
I think when you've got room back there to, do whatever you want. For me, it would probably be playgrounds and trampolines.
Well, there is a trampoline back there. My son rides his electric scooter back there. It's big enough to play golf. Like my son and I, like you can hit, if you're a golfer, you can smack a lob wedge or a sand wedge almost full strength from end to end in the fenced backyard. My son and I had a little target. We actually play a game where we try to get the golf balls to land into the trampoline because it has like sides on it, Sad thing is my neighbor's on the other side of the trampoline, so he might have to throw a golf ball back every once in a while. But no, it's a great neighborhood.
And you're close to the trail. So if you're worried about the sidewalks, you're close to the trail. I mean, you can go pretty far on that thing.
You can. Have you ridden that thing?
I have. It's been a minute, but yes, I've done it.
I've never gone like the real far. Like I've gone like the Citrus Park area and stuff. And
I think I've gone up to like Haleinbaugh. Starting out where,
that's pretty far. Yeah. Okay. So that you that's my office. Like literally, if you hit the end of the trail, you're basically like, go get a drink of water. Go on in there. I'll give you the code. But yeah, so guys, it is in Odessa. Great Publix nearby. 5 minutes maybe at most from the veterans. I don't know what else. No HOA. I don't know what else is cool. How about days on market, Sen? How does that work? I'm a seller. What's kind of the average for the Carrollwood, Odessa area? How long do you see?
I would say, under 30 days. I like to say that when you price a home well, you should reasonably expect an offer within a couple of weeks.
Okay. So I'm a seller talking to me like that. What, if you price something for that price, like what kind of percentages are you seeing people making offers like realistically? Should I expect as a seller, to get full price in this market, or should I expect to get a few percent less? What do you think?
You could. It's not unheard of. I mean, I think it's been averaging out, 97, 98%.
Got it.
list price to sell price. But you got to keep in mind, though, that even the things that we preach now is, hey, buyers, this is a time to negotiate.
Dang
So
it.
like what doesn't go into that number, that is just, what it's sold for. But if you're
Right.
given,
Seller
another
concessions?
$15,000, $20,000 in seller concessions, it doesn't really factor into that, which a good thing for buyers to keep in mind for
Right.
sellers that are negotiable.
Don't listen to anything she's saying. No, no, I'm kidding. No, you're right. You're right. Because what you're saying is like the sale price might only be 2 or 3 points percent off the list, but you don't know if the seller gave $10,000 or $15,000, $20,000 in seller concessions. Right?
Yeah, consumer doesn't know that. We know that as agents, so that's why it is important. When you have a home that when you're pulling the comps, you kind of are taking that into account as well.
Right. But that is interesting. So listen, buyers, if you're a serious buyer, you got a serious seller here. Beautiful spot. And here's another fun fact. My house has 138th deeded access to a 5-acre conservation area with a fishing lake access. So technically, I've done the research. You could put a motor on that boat. There's nothing that says on that lake. Nothing says you can't. I just haven't ever seen anybody do it. I've never put a gas boat on there, but my son and I have put a couple different boats with trolling motors and gone all around there and fished and ran around and stuff. It's a natural lake, beautiful, probably spring fed. But anyway, in Odessa, reach out to Sen at
813-755-REAL.
755-REAL, or you can reach out to me directly. Find me online. Text me is the best way to get me if you want to check out the house. I want to get it sold by this weekend. So if you guys want to make an offer, I just spent the whole show talking about my house. So the second segment, now that we're going into it, we're going to commercial. We'll be back in a minute. I totally missed that. He even told me 20 seconds. I blew right back. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick, and we'll fire the second I walk in. All right. Woo! Do we have some decent stats today? Good news?
Well, I got our same numbers. I'm waiting around for
that's right.
April.
That's right.
Yeah, when you leave me hanging, I don't know what to do with Instagram. Do. Okay. Sorry, guys, I'm not as talkative as Frank is, so I don't really know what to say when he just leaves me here by myself. James, our clock is not working today. Oh, hi. I was just talking to you. I'm like, our clock's not working. But I guess I see the thing. So how are we doing on time?
Oh, I guess your phone is in use.
You know what? I need to get my watch fixed. I do actually have a watch that I haven't worn in a while.
What's up, Instagram? I'm going to figure out why Senia and Frank got blasted out. 'Cause
It's
I
not
saw
still
your
like that, right?
reaction.
Because now I have my headphones in. I can't tell.
No, so pretty much when your mics are off, when all mics are off in here, then the speakers come on. But they go off as soon as the microphone goes on.
Okay.
So.
I wasn't sure if it was some of my buttons.
No, not at all. So see this panel right here? Normally this little panel right here is on the little touch screen right there.
Okay.
So I'm just going to turn down the speaker. So now it won't blast you guys out as much.
Yeah, so show us how to just drop the volume.
So normally this panel right here, I was telling Senia, it's over here on this little touch panel. So I'm going to drag it over here.
Looky there.
See where it says speaker?
Yep.
You just drag that. It was like halfway up. So I just,
It came on, and both of us are like, "Whoa!"
I can't believe. Yeah, we've always had these speakers. Normally, they come on when all the microphones are off.
Oh.
And as soon as you turn on the microphone,
They're
I
gone.
turn them on, then
Okay.
everything gets muted.
All good. All good.
Sweet. I just don't want to make you guys deaf. That's a liability.
Yeah, you listen. Don't make us deaf. Remember that when you were a kid? Death versus deaf.
Yep. My mom still does that.
She does.
Russian accent. Yeah, I'm like, Mom, it's deaf.
It's
Don't say.
definitely not deaf. Oh, man. Let's do it, James. Get ready, Instagrammers.
Welcome to the Business Happy Hour radio show with your host, Frank the Bank Cotto, the owner of Lincoln Lending Group right here in Tampa Bay for 23 years. Joined by his incredible co-host, Senia Akishina, realtor with Mahara and Associates, Tampa's top real estate company. Together, they have helped finance and close nearly $1 billion of real estate every year. If you're looking for local mortgage or real estate advice, the Business Happy Hour team has been right here on News Radio WFLA for over a decade. Listen right here or find us on the Business Happy Hour YouTube channel. channel or follow us on Instagram at Frank the Bank Kodo. Now sit back, relax, and get ready for some serious mortgage, real estate, and business talk with two of Tampa's top experts. Here's Frank the Bank and Senia.
All right, guys, we are back on the air here on 970 WFLA, iHeartRadio. We love having you guys listen to us. Don't forget to please like and share. Senia and I actually run businesses, and we need your help. So we are asking for you to call Senia at
813-755-REAL.
Or find Frank the Bank somehow and shoot me a text, maybe 765-1239. We would love to hear from you, answer some mortgage questions, some real estate questions. I want to sell you my house. Guys, I haven't moved in 15 years, and I never thought I would, and I really didn't want to. Thank you, wife, for finding me my new house and making sure you are happy wife, happy life, which is what we got to give you. But I am excited. I want to get my house sold to an awesome family. It is great for families. Lots of rooms, guest bedrooms, kids' rooms, game rooms, play rooms, hockey little area, even a garage apartment. You can get away from everybody, work out up there, sleep there, whatever you like. Lots of fun stuff. So I encourage you to give Sen a call. Come see the house. Let's make a deal this weekend. Senia, I've got some really excited mortgage things, but the mortgage things don't mean anything unless you have houses to sell.
Yeah.
And you've got some stats that we didn't get to do last week because we were all enthralled in our guest. So tell me, what do we got for stats? What'd you pull up? What have we pushed forward?
These are, so we're going to have our April numbers soon.
Okay.
Right now I've got March, and we could just run down the metro stats. So that's 4 counties. That's Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Hernando.
Okay.
So it just kind of averages them out. Closed sales volume was down a little bit by 2% year over year. No change in median sale price. The median sale price was $400,000. Average sale price at $502,000. Median time to contract, 43 days. So that was kind of one of your questions. So that's kind of the days on market. But again, this is very...
And when this is for the Tri-County area?
They include Hernando. I don't know how Hernando works exactly because I don't think all of Hernando is on our MLS.
Right,
so it's just whatever is part of Stellar.
Okay.
But technically 4 counties.
Okay.
All combined. Well, if you're curious, Hillsborough was 39 days time to contract.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
39.
But still, you're going to get your home under contract, I would say, within 14 days.
Okay. I like your positive attitude.
Yes, I think you got a good offer coming that you'll be happy with.
Oh, God. I love Sen. That is positive energy into the universe right now.
Yep.
All right.
Month supply, 3.7 months.
Okay.
So that's the number that I've been saying, hey, surprisingly, despite everybody saying how, all this inventory, sure, it's increased by quite a bit.
Right.
Since COVID time, but that was part of all the frenzy, during the pandemic market is because there was not any inventory.
Good
so
point.
every single house that went up for sale,
Sold.
got bid up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, overall, though, that number, if rates were to go down, buyers were to come out of the woodwork, because I do think there's still a lot of fence sitters. This means urgent. Like, don't wait around for prices to go down.
Because we're kind of sitting at just over half of what we want in inventory. Is that right?
I mean, it's less than ideal if all the buyers that do want to buy that I think are just being nervous right now.
Yeah.
If they were to come out, or even if there is, interest news, like that's very reactive. Don't wait around for my stats to come out before making a move.
Right. And Sen and I will both vouch for this, that prior to the Iran conflict, prior to literally the day those bombs started dropping, we were both saying it, like, rates were going down. There was no doubt about it. Prices, I felt like were about to go up a lot because we did not have a lot of inventory and the buyers were out. Remember January and February?
Our activity in January, I mean, we're like, wow, we got a really strong start to the year.
Yeah.
And it's really crazy how
Listen,
news like that just shift
thanks,
things over.
Donald Trump. I like you for a lot of things, but I need you to kind of wrap this thing up one way or another. I mean, I don't know, but Sen and I saw this market and it was hot. So here's my weird parallel universe prediction. If the bombs hadn't dropped, you only had your 3.7 months of supply right now. I think that'd be gone. I think we'd be looking at like a month's supply right now, the way things were so hot starting up. And this is the buying season. Why? Because people want to move in the summer because of the kiddos in the school, right?
Yep.
So anyway, keep going with the stats.
No, and I think, buyers need to take advantage of that. Like, consider this, hey, this kind of opens up a little bit of a longer opportunity for you because you don't want to wait around for things to shift over because everybody else is going to do it too. And then you are going to be, in positions where there's multiple offers. Yep. You're not going to have that same leverage. Sellers aren't going to be, as negotiable. And I just think do it now. Yeah. You can always refi if you're that concerned about the rate. But ultimately, if it's doable for you with the monthly payment, you just got to go for it.
Yeah, you do. And after we get done with stats, I'm going to tease this for you guys. We have something super exciting to talk about regarding your monthly payment. I have a way to drop your interest rate a full 1% under the market rate for the first year. And here's the kicker. It's not going to cost you anything. But we're not going to talk about it till the next segment. Sen, what else we got on stats?
Well, I'm almost pretty much down to the bottom of my list, but new listings were also down. Oh. And actually a lot more so than I've seen for, since I've been pulling these by almost 17% year over year. So, I don't know what's going on with that.
That's weird.
Because normally, this is the time that we tell sellers, hey, if you want to, list your house, this is kind of the hot market.
Right.
But we have felt definitely new listings coming up. So I won't be surprised if that number increases.
So you're saying like the stats are showing it's down 17%, which is a lot.
For new listings, yeah. So if you're comparing it to last year,
But what you're feeling in the market, what you're seeing from people is different.
I think we're getting those listings. Yeah, maybe people were just a little bit hesitant, just going back to the war news. It just creates a little bit of uncertainty.
Right.
Sellers also have to buy their new place. So I don't know, but
interesting.
I think, we need the listings.
Well, good news is there was a listing this weekend. I'm sorry, I'm going to sound like a commercial until I get that. Sen says I'm getting a contract in the next 10 days. So you guys better get on this. 14 days. Or Sen buys my house. She just did this like Mark Spain guarantee thing. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, okay, so Sen, the stats are not bad. The stats do, and God, I really shouldn't say this, but it does say that the buyers could probably, make a decent offer on something. But I'll tell you what I don't want as a seller, and I think I could speak for most sellers. Don't come in a house that's perfect and doesn't have anything that you need or any repairs needed. You have all this stuff. Don't come in and throw them something 10% under list.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's a little too low to come in?
Yeah.
Like where do you think if you had a buyer and they went and saw the house tomorrow and they said, Sen, look, I kind of want to lowball them. What kind of advice, let's say it's not even me, but what kind of advice would you give somebody? How low would you tell them to go if they really want the house, percentage-wise?
I'd be upfront with them. I do think 10% is like lowball territory for sure.
Yeah.
If you want to try to negotiate, I do think it's also up to the agent, the buyer's agent, to present it properly. Because there are buyers that are doing it. They're like, well, hey, we hear it's a, market that we can negotiate and da-da-da. So it's important to say, hey, Frank, please don't be offended. They're really just testing the waters and, please get me a counter.
Okay. So am I a jerk if I don't counter an offer that comes in 10% under list?
I don't see it that way, but I do actually. I have a listing like that, and my seller just refused. And then the agent was all, oh, well, why, why is that his response? Why can't he even get a counter? I don't see anything wrong with our offer. And I'm like, well, it is significantly off list price, but that's just not where he's at. He's pretty set on his price, and it's not like we're trying to be rude in return.
Right. What is it? Is it rude to counter with list price?
That's actually, no, that's what my guy did. I'm like, I'm not going to formally write it up for you, but if you want to give him the list price, we got a deal.
Good point. Hey, by the way, James, I don't have a clock on my screen, so just in case. Okay, all right. I don't know. This whole radio thing, they make us like talk it only for a certain amount of time, and he says I got 2 more minutes, so that's good. Yeah. So, all right. So I think we're giving some good advice here. I've literally never been in this seat before, not in my position now. So I'm kind of wondering, but yeah, that's the way I feel is your offer. There's nothing wrong with coming in with something when you're a little lower, but there's a line, right?
Yeah.
And now if a house needs work, then what that tells me as a buyer seller is that I, as the buyer, am going to have to take on this responsibility, and the seller did not want to deal with it. So it kind of tells me, oh, well, then I'm going to offer him less because he doesn't want to spend a little time or money to get things fixed. But when you walk into a house and you can tell that they clearly maintained it and they've done everything and spent a ton of money to make it perfect, that's not the one you lowball.
Yeah.
You know, you listen, ask for some closing costs, right? Maybe, Lincoln Lending Group, my mortgage company, will work something out with you if you use us. Maybe I'll hand you all the commissions for that and hook you up, and then it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Ultimately, just don't take it personally.
Okay.
But I think you guys did all the right stuff. You price it right under that bracket and you're getting a great response from it. If you weren't getting any showings, I'd say, okay, that's usually our first sign. But if you're getting buyers through the door, you already did get an offer just because it's not the one you liked. I mean, this is where you want to be.
Yeah, okay. There you go. Great advice for a random mortgage professional who is also a seller and doesn't know how to react. This is very good. So we're going to take a break here. When we get back, I'm going to mention some things that maybe Sen knows about, maybe she doesn't. There's a brand new credit reporting system in our country. And it's just getting rolled out into mortgages.
I've heard about it, but I can't wait for the details.
Yeah, so a little teaser. You might just be getting 50 points higher in your credit score. Also, next week, we've got a couple great guests. We've got Summer Baker. I don't know if you know Summer, big shot real estate agent across the pond in Pinellas, and her husband, Abel Carrasco, who is a top producer for Lincoln Lending Group. Stay tuned to the Business Happy Hour. We'll be back in just a minute with some super secret mortgage advice. No clue if I hit that or not. Really?
Look at you, spot on.
I'm like, try to count 30 seconds in my head. All right.
And I told him because our clock up there is not up either.
Oh, yeah, our other clock. Yeah. Our big fancy one. Wi-Fi. Let's see what we got. Hey, at least we didn't break it. All right, so we're good. Let's see. I got 14% left on the battery. What do we got? One segment or two?
I think we have one more left.
Wow. Does it not go so fast?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want to hit specifically before I talk about these things? Anything on your mind? Any listings?
Not really.
Anything?
Well, I mean, I got a trouble listing, and then this morning I had an appraiser pestering me, which is not typical at all. So now it's like where I was really confident. I'm like, okay, I don't know why he's being really
He's asking for info?
Specific, like when was this updated? When was that? And they're like cosmetic things. And
I think you're reading into that, right? He's having a little issue.
Well, he's a thorough guy. I've never had him do one of our appraisals, but I've had him reach out multiple times on our listings before that he's using as comps. So he's just one of those really detailed guys. I'm just curious if this is actually gonna play. It should. I don't see an issue with our value, but
yeah. Are you seeing a lot of appraisal contingencies in contracts now or not?
No, I mean, they're kind of written into any financing contingency. So
rock and roll.
Usually.
Let's get back to the Business Happy Hour radio show with your host, Frank the Bank Cotto, owner of Lincoln Lending Group, and his co-host, Senia Akishina, realtor with Mahara and Associates.
All right, guys, last segment. Like I said a minute ago, next week we've got a great guest. We have a real estate agent named Summer Baker over across the bridge, and her husband is Abel Carrasco. He's one of the top producers here in the state of Florida, works for Lincoln Lending Group. Great team, so we're going to be interviewing them next week. Maybe we'll have our April stats next week, you think?
I hope they've been doing better. Because they used to come out right towards the end of the month, but yeah.
Crossing our fingers.
Maybe.
Crossing our fingers. If not, Sen and I are just going to interview him and we'll ask all kinds of crazy questions. So I teased this a little bit. Sen, I've got a few very interesting things to help out buyers out there. So buyers, listen up. Credit. So everybody knows in America, you've got 3 credit bureaus. You got Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, right? They are the Gestapo. Like nobody has been able to compete and bring in a new credit scoring model that's been adopted. There are some other models, but nobody's really done it where it's been adopted by banks and car companies and mortgage companies and all that until now. And I don't understand the whole inner workings of, hell, it could probably be owned by them and I don't know, but it's called Vantage Score. And it is just now making its way into the mortgage market. And we have one investor out of 75, one bank so far that says, yeah, we're going to do it. Matter of fact, what they're doing right now is nothing short of amazing. They are allowing originators that are working with this company to run a 3-bureau hard Vantage credit report for their clients where they actually give you both scores. They give you the old Equifax TransUnion Experian and the Vantage Tri-Merge score for free. They're not charging us, they're not charging the consumer, and they allow us to run what's called underwriting findings, DU approvals, with these scores. And what we've noticed from our first week of testing this is they're coming out roughly, not always, but a lot of times 50 points, 50 points higher than the, the other Tri-Merge score. So if you're at a 660, you got decent B grade credit, but Vantage might push you over 700. And that, you know how that does. That opens the doors. Better interest rates, lower down payments. Maybe you weren't approved before and now you are approved. So it's huge. And I think it's a costly transition for the industry. I think that's why you only see one of the biggest banks, lenders doing it right now. But this is huge. So if you have had your credit score ran somewhere else and you felt your broker or lender told you you're kind of on the verge, this is an opportunity. Reach out to us right now. You can go to LincolnLendingGroup.com. It's not on my website yet, but if you do an application, we can do it. But I want you to reach out to us directly. You can text me at 765-1239. You can call Sin at
813-755-REAL.
Or you can just request more information through going to my website. You don't have to go do an app. There's a bunch of buttons that say more info, request info. Just click that. And all it does is just get your name, address, or name, email, and phone number. And then we'll reach out and tell us you want to try out this Vantage score thing. It could really, really open the door for you. Any questions on that?
Well, like in real life scenario, I guess, show me the difference. So, okay, if it was 650, then with the Vantage score, bring it up over 700, what kind of difference does that make in a payment?
So, well, there you go. I'll do that one for you. I think the biggest advantage in this is just getting an approval or not. Because, for example, conventional loans, you have to have a 620 for the most part, although you can blend the credit and do some weird things. Fannie Mae does not like 640, 660, 625. It really wants you to have high 600s or low 700s. So the first thing is you get the Vantage score. It may be the difference just getting approved or not, right? Now, let's say you are approved already. It's probably about a half of a point difference. If you're under 700 to over 700, it could be a half of a point on your mortgage. So your average $400,000 mortgage, let's say today I'm locking you on a 30-year fixed at a rate of, I don't know, let's say 6.25, right? We're still way lower than what the banks are. That's a payment about $2,462. All right, $2,462 principal and interest. Let's say with the Vantage score, you end up getting a half point lower. Let's even just say 3/8 lower. Let's be conservative. Let's say you get 5.875. And now that's $2,366. So we're about $100 a month. Did I do that right? $100 a month difference. $2,366. Yeah, I think that's exactly right. Let me do that again. Yeah, about $100 a month difference in your payment.
Okay. And just so I understand it, I guess, clearly. So it's rolled out where it is a real thing now, but still out of the banks that you work with, only one is currently accepting that. But hopefully this will become a wider
That's what's going to happen. It's an expensive transition for them to be able to retool the systems and the technology. So like Bank of America is not doing it. Wells Fargo isn't doing it. None of the big boys are doing it. It is the institutional lenders who are not federal savings banks that are doing it, right? Those guys are always the last to adopt new technology. Speaking of a couple of other really new things, this 1% thing, I teased that. This is real. Now, it's a special. It's only being ran until June 30th. By the way, through the same investor who's doing Vantage. So they're really putting their neck out right now to bring in consumers. If you qualify for, let's say, 6%, conventional, we can give you for free 5% for the first year. You don't have to pay buy down. You don't have to pay points. You don't have to pay additional closing costs. We're still going to waive your underwriting fee and all that. You are going to get what's called a 1-1 buy down for free for the first year. Why is this so important? Because if you believe that we're in a decreasing rate environment, which I do, I think you do too. Like I sure
hope so.
I sure hope so, right? As soon as this bomb stopped dropping, which by the way, I'm doing a loan right now for someone from the NSA, and they say that things are looking good. that we are on the right track. They obviously can't give me any real info, but they just said, because I asked this person if they want to buy it on the rate, and they said, nope. I said, why not? He said, because things will be good again soon.
Okay. I
Right.
like that.
So that was some good news, right? Very cryptic, but good news. So if you believe what San and I and the NSA believes, then you probably don't want to pay a bunch for rate points right now. So get this free 1% from us. You got to go to LincolnLendingGroup.com or make sure you mention it to us when you do the application that you want that free 1%. Let's say you lock it 5,875. You're going to get 4,875 for the first year. And then your rate just goes back up 1 point at the end of the year. But the idea is let's refi.
Of course.
Right?
I think our segment's almost done, but you said there's a deadline. So what, June 3rd?
June 30th.
You better put that out in ads.
June
And I mean, that's
30th.
a good deal.
I got to get that out.
June 30th.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So you got what,
But
about
still.
45 days?
Yep.
Right? And then the kids are out of school and your life is over. Right? So it's been a great show. I always have fun doing it just with you.
Yeah.
We just nail it. We do all kinds of fun stuff. We could talk about a bunch of stuff, but next week we're going to have a real estate agent on the show. So Sen and I will talk more real estate for you then and a mortgage guy. But I just want to get those things out there to you. And don't forget, if you want to see my house, you got to call Sen.
Yep, at 813-755-REAL.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Sen, I hope you have a great
Thanks, guys.
week.
Thanks, Frank.
You're welcome. And we will see you guys on the Business Happy Hour next week. Don't forget, like and share. And if you're at school right now, go back to school and study. We enjoy watching you guys and having our listeners. We'll see you next week. Thank you. That was my son who chimed in. He was on the thing right there. Don't get in trouble, buddy. We'll see you Instagram.
That's so cute. They watch you.
It is. It is so cool that we got like the boys sitting at lunch turning it on.
Yeah.
Oh, Dad's live.
I love that you wore your MILF shirt on Mother's Day. That's perfect.
I totally did it on purpose too.
Yeah.
Nicole's like, "Are you serious right now?" I was like, "Yeah."
No, that was clever.
I was like, "Here."